Let's be honest here. All of us have dreamed to become superheroes at some point in our lives.
Have you seen this man?
In fact, some of us still do. Like, right now, actually. Today we're looking at 10 people with unique superpowers. Stand by for number 1 because I bet this guy's superpower is something you wish you were born with as well. Number 10. Ben Underwood. One of the most amazing superpowers in comics must be echolocation. As far as I know, only Daredevil possesses this amazing ability. Echolocation is the ability to interpret echoes, however minute they are, and use them to navigate various environments and surroundings. To put it simply, echolocators use sound to see. In the comics, Matt Murdock was blinded as a child when some toxic chemicals spilled into his eyes. These chemicals also somehow enhanced his hearing, thus Daredevil was born.
I can't see! I can't see!
Many animals use this ability, bats being the most famous animals to have it. But surely no man can ever develop such an amazing ability, right? Well, you'll be pleasantly surprised to know that you are dead wrong, my friends. Ben Underwood is a man that was able to develop echolocation abilities after he tragically lost both his eyes to cancer when he was just 2 years old. Just by clicking his tongue and listening to the echoes, he is able to do any normal-sighted human could do, like ride his bike, play basketball, among others. The ability did not come naturally though. It took him years of practice to enhance his hearing to this level. With his bravery and perseverance, Ben taught us a valuable lesson, to never let a disability prevent us from living a normal life or stop us doing what we love to do. Number 9. Michael Lotito. A huge appetite is not really a superpower in itself. A lot of people have humongous appetites, and it's not any more surprising when we see someone downing a few dozen hot dogs. In fact, some people might just call it a eating problem, you know? What makes the eating abilities of this next entry on this list a superpower is not how much he eats, but by what he eats instead.
This one?
No.
Oh no, actually, he told me earlier he doesn't like the orange ones. They've got to be clear. Hang on.
Michael Lotito is an ordinary man with an extraordinary ability. He can eat and digest almost anything, edible or otherwise. He was born with a unique mutation. The linings of his stomach and intestines are thicker than normal, allowing him to digest anything he ingests. Aside from that, he was also born with 2 sets of teeth. Mr. Eat-All, as he is fondly known, has eaten anything and everything that you can think of, light bulbs, rubber tires, and even entire bicycles. His most notable feat, though, was eating an entire Cessna plane. Not in one sitting, of course, but over the course of a few years. Unfortunately, Michael Lotito is no longer with us, and of course he died of natural causes back in 2007. Number 8. Dean Karnazes.
I felt my shoes melting on the asphalt underneath me, and still, I kept running.
Superhuman endurance is expected if you are to be a superhero. Getting winded after just a few minutes of running or any other cardio-intensive activity will simply not do. There are in fact a lot of people who have higher endurance levels than the average Joe, and this level of endurance can be achieved by anyone, given the proper diet and training regimen. All athletes possess higher endurance levels compared to non-athletes, of course. But the next entry on our list pushes the boundaries of endurance to a whole different level, making him superhuman. Dean Karnazes is an endurance athlete and has participated in numerous marathons, triathlons, and decathlons. But what sets him apart from the other endurance athletes is his superhuman endurance, allowing him to run longer distances for an even longer amount of time without stopping to rest. His greatest achievement so far is to run 50 marathons in all 50 states in 50 consecutive days. This feat has never been duplicated by any other endurance athlete. But how did Dean get his superhuman endurance? It wasn't long before Dean's exploits caught the eyes of scientists. He agreed to be studied and the results were quite shocking. What was originally thought was a result of years of training and discipline was proven wrong. Turns out Dean has a unique physiology allowing him to run for longer periods of time. Firstly, he has more blood in his circulatory system, significantly more than the average man, allowing his muscles to stay hydrated for longer. His muscles are quite unique, and they can work far longer than normal and take much less damage from any workload. With his abilities, scientists have theorized that Dean can run for an indefinite amount of time, provided that he does so with a steady pace and he keeps himself hydrated and fed. Number 7. Wim Hof.
I am the Iceman!
Being able to withstand extremes of temperature is an asset to any superhero. Given all the perils that they have to face on a daily basis, missions that they undertake in different parts of the world or even the universe, being able to cope with extreme heat or cold is a must-have ability. Well, I don't know if there are people out there that can survive burning heat, but there is at least one man on the Earth that has proven he can survive even the bitterest of winters. Wim Hof, also known as the Iceman, is a Dutch extreme athlete, noted for his ability to withstand freezing temperatures. He has set numerous world records, including ones for swimming under ice and another for prolonged full-body contact with ice. He still currently holds the world record for a barefoot half marathon on ice and snow. According to Hof himself, anybody can do what he has done, with his help of course. He developed the Wim Hof method, a series of breathing and meditation exercises designed to build your tolerance to the cold. It's so effective that in fact, when a skeptical reporter tried the Wim Hof method with the purpose of debunking it, they were able to, after just a few months, climb the snowy Alps wearing just shorts. Number 6. Natasha Demkina. X-ray vision is probably one of the most famous superpowers in the world of comics. Having the ability to see right through anything has proven to be an advantage to many a hero. Yet this superpower is firmly set foot in fantasy and can never be naturally acquired by any human. Not unless we believe the claims of the next entry on our list, or perhaps get those cool little X-ray specs on the cereal boxes. Russian woman Natasha Demkina claims to have X-ray vision, and has gone out of her way to prove that she does have it. She says her powers manifested at the age of 10, and that she has been able to do it ever since. Natasha claims that she could see right into a person's body and report any illness that she sees. There have been mixed reports about the accuracy of her readings. Some people believe them to be accurate, but there are still a lot of skeptics saying it's all just a money-making scam. A real possibility, given the fact that she charges $13 per reading, which can quickly add up to thousands of dollars every single month, given the number of people that put their faith in her. Whether or not her abilities are real or faked, wouldn't it be cool to have it yourself? Number 5. Dave Mullins. A native of New Zealand, Dave Mullins has changed the world of freediving forever by his amazing accomplishments. He has the uncanny ability of holding his breath longer than any other normal person, making freediving the perfect sport for him. He currently holds multiple freediving world records, including diving 265 meters in 4 minutes and 1 second. He set this record back in 2010 and it still remains unbeaten today. Holding your breath for a long time may not seem like a superpower, but try holding your breath yourself. I guarantee that you won't be able to hold it for 4 minutes sitting still, much less exerting effort while diving. Number 4. Isao Machi. People say never bring a knife to a gunfight, but I bet you when you hear about our next entry on the list, you won't have the guts to face him and his sword in a fight, even if you're packing a couple of hand cannons. Isao Machi has dedicated his life to mastering the art of the blade. He currently holds multiple world records pertaining to swordsmanship, mostly involving how fast he can cut something or how many things he can cut within a specified amount of time. He possesses above average speed, but that is not the reason why he is on this list. Machi has superhuman reflexes, allowing him to react to external stimuli much quicker than any normal person. To test this, a TV show once filmed him doing something so remarkable that you had to see it to believe it. He's the guy who sliced a BB gun pellet in half while in flight, which was shot from 70 feet away. Yep, he's that guy from that video. Kinda hard to believe, am I right? The scientist present during the stunt was dumbfounded, and the only explanation she can give that his reflexes and anticipation were of no human beings, allowing him to cleanly cut something that he couldn't even see. In short, he's kind of a superhero. And he's probably the most effective given he has a friggin' sword. Number 3. Elaine Robert. If you have a fear of heights, then this next entry on our list is not for you because I guarantee that you'll get vertigo just by watching this guy in action. Elaine Robert, also known as the French Spider-Man, has the uncanny ability to climb any structure he so wishes, and he does it without the help of any climbing gear, aside from chalk and really comfortable shoes. What's more amazing is that he prefers to climb smooth, 90-degree surfaces with no obvious footholds in sight. Like his superhero namesake, he has developed quite a notorious reputation as well. He mostly climbs skyscrapers and does it, illegally. He's been arrested multiple times doing this. In fact, he's currently banned from climbing any structure in Britain. I do wonder if he's climbed Big Ben before that ban, or if he's going to try to do that regardless of the ban. All of his exploits have been documented, and videos of him climbing to dizzying heights can be seen on YouTube. Better check him out because this might be your only chance to see a real-life Spider-Man in action. Now it's time for the day's best pick. As always, this image was sent to us by one of our subscribers, so if you want to contribute to one of our videos or just want to find out more about a photo or video that you came across online, feel free to send it on over. We'll do all the research for you and include it in an upcoming video. Number 2. The Bee Lady. Today's best pick has the ability that is quite creepy. Pretty much creepier than anybody else on this list, especially for people who don't particularly like insects. But for some context. In India, this unknown woman allowed her face to be covered with hundreds of bees for a stunt to promote the World Honeybee Day, showing no fear nor hesitation at all. Her son even joined in on the fun, having his right hand covered with bees as well. Having control over insects would be a cool power to have, and people have been doing this in the case of bees for hundreds of years. Beekeeping is a very old profession, and people have been covering themselves sometimes in their entire bodies as a stunt for a very long time, to varying degrees of success. The superpower is not controlling the bees themselves, but the courage to willingly allow thousands of stinging and crawling insects to cling to your body. Personally, I wouldn't even dare, but that's just me because I'm allergic to bees.
I saved the best for last, but first, I have a quick challenge that takes only 5 seconds to complete. If you can leave a like and subscribe within the next 5 seconds, you'll get 10 years of amazing luck. Just try it, it really works.
Number 1. Das Überboy. This last entry in our list doesn't only have superpowers, he also has something that most other superheroes have: a secret identity. The boy, only known as Das Überboy, has been studied by scientists for years, and they're still not close to understanding the gene mutation that gave the body his unique ability. Born in 1999, Das Überboy is considered to be the strongest boy in the world. At that time, he was born with a rare genetic mutation that was only previously observed on cattle and mice. He was born lacking a specific protein that regulates muscle growth. In fact, he was born with more muscle definition than his father. His rare condition has given him incredible strength. It has been said that he can lift up to 4 times his own body weight. As of this moment, he is being studied with the hopes of finding a cure for those who are suffering from muscular dystrophy. Now just 20 years old, this young man is totally ripped. And since nobody understands his condition up till now, there is no telling how far his superpower will take him. Which superpower would you like to have? Let us know in the comments section below. Want to watch more unique videos on just about anything? Click on any of the videos you see on the screen. As always, thanks for watching everybody, and we'll see you all next time.